Okay? This is the continuation of the distractor analysis video. Okay? So therefore, count if in the lower group we start with C39 and end with C51. So in the low group, what do we say again? Count if. And then dollar 39 C dollar 51. Okay, so C dollar 51, C dollar 51, comma dollar B what? B 62. 62, because that's the location of your A. B 62, right? Okay, so we go to 2 in the, so, and then we drag that. Okay, we'll try to understand because 7 is the answer. Correct? So let's look at that. In the lower group, look at that. How many chose A? 2. Do you think A is attractive? Oh, but there are only 13 man. So, kinda it's working, no? Your B, how about your B? Only 1. Baka pataka pag yun. So, you may choose to, if there are other choices, you may choose to change this. Right? Okay, how about C? Is that attractive? Yes. Nice, no? And then D is a what? It's ano man, no? Okay. In my it's colored. There it's not. Okay, and then what we're going to do para dili ta mahago, we just simply go like that. No? You just simply go like that. And then you just simply drag. Ang sarap ng buhay naman. No? And there are others na, there are actually other choices there who's got until G. So you have to continue until A, B, C, D. But I will only do that for those items who's got a G or else do 0 ni na dire. Right? So let's try to understand daw, be muna. Let's try to understand. How about number 2? Is number 2, the answer is C. No? The answer is C. Sige. So, are the others working? Okay, because look at number 2. The answer is C. The answer is C, but no one chose D. It's just fine because that's the upper group. But let's look at the lower group. The answer is C. Wow, look at the answer is C and the others are? Oh, pero look at that. No? Correct? Let's go to number 5. 5 is quite interesting. Look at your number 5. The answer for number 5 is A. Let's read the question together. Go. 5. A teacher to understand students in order to do this, he or she needs a series of measures to be able to gather and interpret some information. Which of the following refers to what teacher is doing? So, if it is a series of measures to be able to gather and interpret information, remember that assessment is gathering and collecting information. Now, what am I going to gather in assessment? Information, data about how my students are learning, how they are progressing. So, the correct answer there is assessment, no? So, A. In the lower group, wow! A. Maraming naka-answer. Pero you look at B. B and what? B and C, nobody chose in our lower group. Oh, man. That means what? That means letter B is obviously wrong. Alright, so that's not a good distractor. And letter C? It's too obvious that it is wrong. That means if you are a test, if you're an assessor, or if you're the ones who constructed the test, I'm going to choose a different distractor next time. Okay? Sige. But let's continue. After you have computed how many students chose each of the answer or each of the options, we are going to compute for the index of effectiveness. Kasi ang ginawa lang natin a while ago is tanaw-tanaw.
Yes.
No? Tansya-tansya. Because, as I've said, in everything, even if you're computing and if you have the formula, I want you to really look at it in a logical way. Kasi yung compute, formula lang yon, yung common sense dili.
Yes.
No? Kailangan common ang common sense, right? So we compute for the index of effectiveness. So for each answer option, we use the formula index of effectiveness, high group minus low group divided by what is small m? The number of students in the criterion group and not in the entire test. Not the no? But what is this? Does it look familiar? Pareho sa index of difficulty? Discrimination. Okay. And then we're going to interpret the score. No? So, let's do that. So, what we're going to do is we are going to solve. So, here, we have the index of difficulty. We said, anong sabi natin? High group. No, high group sa A minus low group, no? And then close natin. Look at the formula bar. The formula bar is here. Divided by how many students in the lower group. Okay, so you have negative, no? So we go like this. And then we just simply copy that and then we just simply go like that. Klaro ba? Okay. So, let's try to understand that. Anong sabi natin? Ang dili attractive diri is ang attractive diri is A, B. Correct?
C.
A, B, C. And look at the signs for A, B, C. Oo, basta attractive, negative. Anong sabi natin sa number 5? Na ay mga zero. Correct? Oo, pero naaman lagi po yung zero sa number 4. Ano kaya gikan ni siyang zero sa number 4? Same ang, look at that. The answer for number 4 is what? A. Look at that, Your number 4 answer is A. So in the upper group, there are 8. And then you have B0, 3. But we look at the lower group. A, 3. Pero, look at the others. Are they attractive?
Yes.
Very attractive. Ano kayang question dyan? Which the following task would not involve the students in synthesis? You know, I love this line. I love that item. I wrote that because ito yung usual na naririnig ko sa mga estudyante. Pag synthesis, pag-translate daw, kaya naman daw niya siya sa mga, sa mga keywords, translate, automatic synthesis dayon. So, eto yung hindi synthesis dyan. Right? Anong sabi natin sa synthesis? Ano nga ba yun? Bring all the concepts together to form a new whole. Remember that? So devise a poster, ganun, no? So, but if you notice, letter C, is it attractive? Yes. But 3 up and 3 low group gives you still a 0. So when we try to understand and interpret, look at that. No? A negative IE, let's read together our interpretation.
A negative IE indicates that the option is plausible since there are more students in the low group who select the option compared to the high group.
Yes. So if it's a negative IE, automatic it's plausible. Okay? How about if the IE is above 0?
A positive IE will show that the person is the high group chooses the option.
Okay,
It also shows that the options are working as a structure and should be revised.
Okay, so above IE, let's just say for example, no? Let's say for example number 2. Look at number 2, guys. Number 2. Oh, number 2, content validity is provided when letter B is a distractor. So 2 from the upper group and 2 from the, how many from the upper group? 3 from the upper group, 2 from the lower group. Meaning more of the upper group chose that wrong answer. So mas nahalata lugar sa low group that it's a wrong answer than the ones in the upper group. Something is wrong, correct? So if it is a positive, look at that, it's a positive, I think it's time to recheck. Check. Baka there's really something wrong with the question. It may be that it's kind of confusing because your smart group is confused about it. Either it's also good if it's not very it's not very the difference, so you can leave it as is, no. Also another is maybe the answer key. So there's something wrong with the answer key, no. Meaning nasayo the last time we said instead of a D that is a answer, I wrote a C, correct? So it's nice. This will tell us something, right? How about number 3? Look at number 3. The answer is supposed to be a B. But look at your A. Look at your A. In your high group, 3 chose from the upper group. 2 chose from the lower group. Ano nang nangyayari? So, what are we going to do? Change the... Let's try to change the way. That's number 3. Which of the following statements concerning formative and summative evaluation is more correct? Is most correct? You have to change this, right? Pero if you check in your index of difficulty that it is very difficult, and then in your index of discrimination it says marginal, unsa naman lang ang buhat? Change the what? Change the? Only the distractor? Change the item. Okay? Change and discard. Kasi your index of discrimination will tell you something. Correct? So, you have results already in the previous, right? Okay. So, yun, pagsamahin. Klaro? Okay. Isn't it interesting and exciting to be a teacher? Right? Oo. Isn't it? Okay. When the 0 in the index of effectiveness result, when do you have a 0? Look at your number 5, B. B is a distractor. Nobody chose in the upper group, nobody chose in the lower group. Therefore, you get 0. What is our decision for this? You have to discard. So that means replace it with another distractor. Okay? That is, if you found out that this result is already good in your index of difficulty and in your index of discrimination. So if it's both, 0. Okay, when do I get a 0 also? When do I get a 0? If you have the same number. So if you have like that, no? So what are we going to do if you have the same number? Okay? So if it is above 0, you change. Okay? Pero if it's equal, can we read? If IE is 0, if there are no examinees from the two groups who selected the option, this has to be discarded. Which means you have to replace it with a new one. And it has to be better. Alam nga naman, you replace it with a worse. Right? Oo. Pag nag-change ng uyab, dapat mas guwapa, mas sexy ang ipuli. Right? Kung nag-change ng uyab, dapat mas guwapo, tall, darker, taller, darker, and handsomer. Right? Kasi dapat pagtaguli mo sa imo ang ex. Ayun, Bishop, it's good that you're my ex. See, I have a better version of you. Diba? So, when you replace the test item, better, please. Hindi yung ma-shock si Miss Amphi, why did you replace it with like this? Right? So, if the same count of students from the two groups selected the option still has to be discarded since the option is not plausible. So, but then, look at this. If you have the same, but because if you have the same count and only few, discard. One up, one down, you get a 0 index of effectiveness, right? Discard, very few. Pero pag medyo same, like but 3, no? Depends on the number of criterion group, number of students in the criterion group, then you can have it. Pwedeng hindi revise. Pwedeng, because that is attractive already. But you get a 0. So which means if you get a 0 index of effectiveness, dahan-dahan lang ang desisyon. Dili automatic discard. Ha? Okay, so dili magdali. Ana gid no? Huwag magdali-dali. Okay. So which means this is your ano ha? Okay. Same, right? You're going to deal with number 16 until 29. Those are just 10 items. See, madali lang, right? 10 items, you're going to compute for the high group and the low group and the index of effectiveness. That's, you can change the numbers here. Okay? You can change. But, for your decision, you are going to look at this. Okay? Ano i-change mo? Okay? Ha? Covert yan. So, you edit it, ha? This is a covert. So, which will follow is an example of a covert perform. Ano yung covert? Meaning na cover na performance. No? Dili obvious. Okay? So, yun. So, oh. So, where are you going to place your decision? I think it's ha? Oo. So, anong nangyari? What happened to the index of difficulty? That's the case. It becomes very difficult, correct? What happens to the index of discrimination? It's 4 item. Because 0, 0, that's less than 0.20, correct? Oh. So, anong mangyayari? Change the item. Right? Okay. So, what are we going to do? Okay, what are we going to do? You have there in your, here. What are we going to do in terms of the format? Look at that. Do you see the format? Yes. Okay, see that now? So, answer key. Ang answer key, just place it that. We don't analyze the answer key. That's why we call it the distractor analysis. Correct? Oo. Pero you will notice na, you will also see the answer key, there's a problem because nobody got this correct. There's something wrong with the item. So you change the entire item. Isn't it amazing? Right? Okay. So do you get that? Do you get that? Okay.